In Latin America, there's often a different racial hierarchy. Whiteness has to do with a larger amount of Spanish heritage and a smaller amount of indigenous or African heritage. And all of these ideas are socially constructed. So this is difficult, but the outcome is not difficult to understand. The outcome is anti-American targeted violence at communities of color, Jewish communities, other sort of racial enemy communities, and at our institutions of democratic governance.
Twitter was already under fire from misinformation, disinformation, all-out lies, anti-Semitism, racism before Elon Musk took over, and now it's gotten kind of crazy, right? Seemingly unmoored, if you will. Will anybody be able to police what Carlson says? Or is this the point? It's just a free-for-all.
I think this is the point. It is a free-for-all. It's what Elon Musk wants to provide. This move by Tucker may cement the idea of Twitter as a right-wing website.
Why not go further and mandate that people who own guns have lockboxes? I know gun owners often say, well, look, I need to get to that gun quickly. That's why I own the gun in the first place. But why not make it a law, not just an encouraged action?
Tony, what if you're poor? What if you're buying the weapon because you think in your inner city neighborhood somebody's going to break in?
I think he's going to be in an incredibly powerful position. He's going to make it clear to his supporters that if he loses, it can only be as a result of fraud. And therefore, I think the entire Republican Party is going to, if Trump loses, say that the election was fraudulent. And at that point, I think we face a very serious possibility of dissolution of the United States and secession. I know that sounds extreme, but secession has been a pretty common, what used to be a very common activity, or at least, in the first 100 years of our republic, and our country hasn't changed that much. So I think that's what we're looking at in the 2024 scenario right now.
So I think this is relatively new, and it's critically important to understand because this claim to a neo-Nazi set of ideas by someone who might be classified as Latino in many U.S. settings is true not just for the Allen gunmen, but for many other people, including other people in the Proud Boys. And we don't know yet whether the gunman was part of Proud Boys.
Is making remarks tonight from his home in Florida. As far as we can tell, and what we were prepared for here is that this is basically a campaign speech in which he is repeating his same lies and allegations against his perceived enemies. It is just getting started. So far, he's just giving his normal list of grievances. We don't consider that necessarily newsworthy, and there's a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things. So our deal with you is that we will monitor these remarks. If he does say anything newsworthy, we will turn them around and report on that right away. But for now, just know that it's happening and we're not taking it.